I'd like to introduce you to a favorite practice of mine called painting light. Painting light comes from the tradition of Tai Chi, and in my experience, it is a simple yet beautifully flowing movement that we can start with as a base, and then from there, allow our practice to explore. So to begin, I would ask you to take a stance that is about hip width apart. And before we do anything with the movements, take a moment here to stand tall and look straight ahead. If you wish to close your eyes to further center or drop in, you may, but you never have to close the eyes. Make a deliberate intention here of pressing down through the feet, extending up through the crown of the head. And notice that base stance. So as I show you the movements here with the arms, please know that you can put as much or as little bend into the knees as you wish. I'll be demonstrating with a moderate amount of bend in the knee. Know that you can go a little deeper with that, or you can stay shallower with the bend in the knee. So on the inhale, slight bend in the knee, and bring the arms up in front of you. See if you can go at least to shoulder height, but if possible, extending the arms up overhead as you straighten the knees. And then exhale, returning the arms back down towards the knees. Inhale, extend the arms up overhead. Exhale, paint the light. Return the hands to the knees. And on this third one, as you inhale and extend the arms up overhead, see if you can follow the hands. Really visually notice your hands if that's possible. And then exhale, paint the light. Noticing your beautiful hands. And returning back down to the knees. So after those first three movements, let's take a stance here simply to check in. Notice what you're noticing. And we'll do another set of 5 together. So at this point, I'd like to invite you to explore as much or as little as you may want to explore from this base gesture, or this base practice, I should say. So remember, the key is as you inhale, extend the arms up overhead, and as you exhale, paint the light, bring the hands down. And even notice on that last one how I didn't put any bend in the knee. So if for any reason your knees are speaking to you this morning saying they don't want that much movement, you can still do the same spirit of painting light without the vigorous bend in the knee. And you can also do this sitting down. It's the nice thing about so many of these practices, that they can be adapted or modified based on what your body is allowing for on any given day. So we'll try a set of 5 together. Again, I'll be putting probably just a mild bend in my knee. And when I do this practice, I like to make a deliberate intention to look at my hands. It just very much helps me. Although as a modification, you may choose to keep the eyes closed. Maybe you try one set one way, one set the other way. Just notice what energetically, what bodily may feel like it's most nourishing for you. So once again, starting with this base gesture, or this base stance, I should say, as we prepare for the base gesture. Looking straight ahead. Pressing down through the feet. Extending up through the crown of the head, standing tall. Let's begin. Inhale, extend the arms up overhead. Exhale, paint the light. And on the last set, return your hands to the sides of your body. Close the eyes if that's comfortable, or you can keep a soft gaze. And take a moment here to notice the stillness after the movement. So that, my friends, is the basic of painting light. And there are many modifications, adaptations, explorations that you can bring to this practice. You may have noticed in the longer extended set that I was doing, I did the first 4 or so with the bend in the knee, and the knee was just feeling a little tender and crackling. It felt good to move the knee, but on the 5th set, or the 5th pass through that extended set, I elected to not do such a deep bend in the knee. So the basic gesture and basic energetic movement is what you're doing with your arms and your hands, and you can modify what happens with the rest of your body. There are some other beautiful invitations here to bring in other forms of, I should say, sensory experience, if you will. For instance, in EMDR world, we tend to do a visualization called light stream. And it's not unique to EMDR. A lot of holistic practices use light stream, where you visualize the bright and healing light either coming through your body or over your body. And if you wish, as you paint the light, you can visualize maybe what color, what essence. Is there a texture that you would like your energetic light to be? And if you are a more visual person, you can bring that dimension in as well. If you're an expressive artist, perhaps after you do this painting light movement, there's some visual art that may come from you, or some writing that may come from you. And some people like the assistance of music in doing this practice. My only suggestion would be is that you pick something non-lyrical, so that you're really focused in on the movement and the energy that that movement produces. And so having some background music like a harp, a flute, a violin, a piano, or something ethereal could be supportive of your practice. So like with everything I teach, there are always modifications. Please don't judge something as, oh, that didn't work for me. Try it with some of these modifications and variations. And perhaps as you do, you will further deepen into and notice what it means to paint light in our world.